We continue learning Orchos Tzadikim with this wonderful Hachzek program in the Treasure for Life edition. We're holding on page 17. Says the Orchos Tzadikim Ketzat. How is that which we just said possible? Yesh Adam, there's a person, Shubal Chema V'Kayis Tamid. He gets angry constantly and quickly. Yesh Adam Shadai Tvish Havas Love Ein Kayis Klal. And then there's the opposite. The one whose mind is at ease and he doesn't get angry. Vim yikas, and if he does get at times angry, yikas kas muat, it's only a little bit. Bekama shanim, a little bit over many years. There's one who's very proud. There's one who's very humble. There's one who desires different desires. And his heart is not satisfied with the little bit that he has. And then there is one who has a pure heart, even the little bit that even the little bit of body needs he doesn't desire. There's one who's very expansive. All the money of the world he won't be satisfied with. If you love money, you won't be satiated with money. And there's another one, Kitzar Nefesh, that he has a narrow, a constricted spirit. That even a little bit suffices, and he doesn't run after getting anything else. And there are those who afflict himself with hunger, and he begs, and he doesn't even eat, a miser, doesn't even eat with a little bit. Rather, b'tzar gadol v'ishu ma'abin ma'maynai. They're those who lose his money v'yadayim l'daitai with his own hands. V'al dracham elu shara deos. And in these ways, we have the rest of the deos, the rest of the different mannerisms. Kigoin ma'hilel v'oinein. One who's cheerful, one who's depressed. B'kilai v'shav. One who's stingy, one who's generous. Achzari v'rachman. One who's cruel, one who's merciful. Rach, levav, one who's cowardly. V'amitz, lev, one who is courageous. Chol keyotze bahem. After introducing all the different temperaments, says the Orchos Tzadikim v'chol hadeos. Amongst all these traits, yesh ben deos she'adam itzchilas b'yasei lefi teva gufay. There are those that man has from the beginning of creation according to his bodily nature. And there are other ones, other traits that are mechuvan. And there's other areas that one is inclined and he's going to adapt more quickly. And there's certain traits that we don't have necessarily from the beginning of creation. You don't have them at birth, but you rather acquire them from other people. Or he on his own gravitates towards such an area because of a thought that came in his heart. Or he might have heard that this is a good mannerism, this is a good trait, and therefore he gravitated and he pursues until it's implanted in his heart. And there are midas, there are traits that one has to exhibit often. And there's a certain midas you only have to use a little bit. Says like someone who's cooking something. One of the ingredients, vegetables, meat, water, salt, and pepper. But of course, he needs to have them each in its own measure. It's a recipe. And let's say he says, I'll put a teaspoon of meat and I'll put 2 cupfuls of salt. That's not going to work. The food is not going to work out well. The dish will be too thin. Put too much salt. To eat it. And so too with all the ingredients. Put a lot that which you need a little that which you need a lot. What does the expert do? What does the chef do? You take the right amount. Then the dish will be pleasant to those who eat it. Getting Nazen similarly says the Orchos Tzadikim are our midos. Yesh midos shezar likach mehem shir meruba. Certain midos that we need a lot of. Kegoin, for example, anava being humble, va'abusha being embarrassed. V'doimeim. Yesh midos, and there are other midos. Shezar likach mehem. You do need a little bit. Kegoin gaiva. You need a little gaiva. Va'azus v'achzarius. Obviously, what does it mean a little bit? To utilize it in the right time and place. Therefore, a person has to put all the midas on the scale, the peles of understanding, to take the appropriate amount. And he should be careful not to hold back from the midas that he needs a lot, and not to add on. Not to detract without a lot. So in order to get this tachlis hatayva, to utilize all our chushim, all our senses, is to take our mannerisms, our midos, certain things we have more, certain things we have less, and to figure out the recipe to reach that ultimate tachlis b'siyata d'shmaya.